Welcome to Pillow Tales, where stars are sheep and dreams are wool. Tonight, dear listener, ascend the silver slopes of Lullaby Peaks in the year of our Lord 1887. Close your weary eyes. Inhale the crisp alpine air laced with edelweiss and pine, and permit the celestial flock to graze upon your cares. Before we drift, whisper in the comments. From which corner of the empire do you listen, and what hour claims your repose? Now, let the cable car ascend. Chapter 1. The final cable car of the season creaked to a halt at Cloudrest Station, 3,000 meters above the slumbering cantons of Valais, where the last blush of alpenglow painted the snowfields rose and amber. You, Miss Elara Whitcombe, lately of Bloomsbury's fog-bound libraries, stepped onto frost-lacquered planks, your kid boots leaving hesitant crescents in the virgin snow, the satchel at your side containing only a volume of Keats, a tin of Fortnum and Mason shortbread, and a heart bruised by the untimely death of a brother lost to the Afghan frontier. The air was a revelation, sharp as cut crystal, scented with resin and the faint, sweet musk of stargrass that glowed beneath the dusk like scattered opals. From the shadowed booth emerged Mr. Rowan Vale, pronounced Vale, the star shepherd, his greatcoat of cured merino turned up against the wind, beard a cascade of hoarfrost, eyes twin nebulae of patience and sorrow. In his gloved hand swung a star lantern, glass etched with celestial cartography, within which pulsed a living star no larger than a thrush's egg, its light the colour of warm milk. "You are lighter than the last dreamer," he murmured, voice like wind through hollow reeds. "Yet the stars sense the weight you carry." He pressed a silver whistle on a braided cord into your palm, cool, rune-etched, humming faintly. "Blow softly when they stray." You followed the quartz path, chiming like crystal goblets, past nebula-eyed goats and huts thatched with cloud fluff, to Rowan's round retreat, where cocoa steamed thick as velvet and dream jars swirled with bottled sunsets. That night, you slept beneath a skylight of ice, a bold star tapping the pane, whispering, "Shepherd, count us." Sleep enfolded you in wool and starlight. Paws fours, hearth crack tens, star bleat fade. Chapter 2. Dawn arrived the colour of diluted amethyst. Rowan roused you with warm cloud bread and honey harvested from sky bees that hummed in E-flat. "Time for the morning count," he said, leading you to the meadow where 312 named stars grazed, each etched with a memory in glowing script. First snow, mother's lullaby, unsent letter to Kabul. With silver scissors, he demonstrated shearing excess worry from a star named Overthinking. The clippings became fireflies, spelling rest in the air. You met Luma, a star goat with wool like moon moth wings, her saddlebags brimming with dream dust refilled at the crystalline spring that bubbled only at 3:33 p.m. By noon, you had counted 312, yet one star, little grief, small, dim, prone to hiding, had vanished. Rowan's brow furrowed like storm clouds over the Matterhorn. "She carries the heaviest load," he said, pressing the whistle to your lips. You blew, a note soft as a moth's wing, and far up the ridge a faint flicker answered, trembling like a candle in a sanctum. Chapter 3. The path to the hollow wound through frost roses that chimed like porcelain underfoot. You found little Grief huddled beneath a bloom, her light guttering to a coal's glow. Kneeling, you opened her like a locket. Inside lay a child's charcoal drawing of stick figures beneath a thundercloud. Rowan arrived, crook aglow. Someone wished their pain away without naming it. You blew the whistle. The cloud lifted, became a cumulus lamb, the drawing dissolved into stardust. Little Grief flared bright, leapt skyward trailing sparkles. That night, the shadow wolves howled closer, their comet-tail manes streaking the dark. Rowan stood sentinel, crook raised until they retreated, yet their ember eyes lingered like unresolved debts. Chapter 4. The Aurora Fold was a valley where sky kissed earth. Curtains of emerald and violet rippled overhead as stars lay down like kittens. Rowan taught you to shear dreams, trim regret showers with a dream shield woven from lullabies in the key of G. In the geothermal star bath, clouds floated, washing city dust from your soul. As twilight deepened, the void lamb revealed itself, a black star inverted, ancient, hungry. Sleep came swaying in an aurora hammock, the whistle warm against your heart. Chapter 5. Deep in the peaks, the library of constellations, a cavern of ice books. Rowan drew the ledger of the void lamb, 1420 present, entries in frost ink. Took the shepherd's voice, returned a scream. A fresh line. Miss E. Whitcombe, wish to unfeel. Payment pending. A mirror of black ice showed you cradling the void lamb, eyes hollow. You shattered it with the whistle's song. Ice rained like diamonds. That night you dreamed of the child's drawing running free through stargrass. Chapter 6. A rare lunar eclipse cloaked the peaks, perfect night to corral the void lamb. Rowan forged a dream net from aurora threads. You lured the wolves with mist milk. The void lamb charged, black hole mouth open. Your whistle's purest note aligned the stars. The net closed. From ash mist emerged forgiveness, newborn, trembling. Rowan's crook went dark. You lit it with your breath. Soft gold. The ledger updated. Debt transferred. New shepherd accepted. Chapter 7. The Starlight Fair transformed the peaks. Paper constellations released by children became real. Rowan, freed, danced with a woman whose eyes held galaxies. His voice returned in a Swiss yodel. A child pressed a dandelion clock into your palm. My wish was to stop time. You gave me now. You blew. Seeds became stars. Sleep beneath a canopy of seedlight. Chapter 8. 3 nights later, the void's echo returned inside the fold, whispering your name in your own voice. Let me stay empty. You poured it into forgiveness. It screamed, settled, turned soft dawn. Released, it joined the fair's lanterns and winked out. sleep in cleared skies. Chapter 9. Dawn in the Fold. You wrote on star paper. Let me feel without breaking. Burned it in your crook. Flame turned warm amber. A new dreamer arrived, small, wide-eyed. You met them with a living star. You're early, you said. The stars don't wait. Chapter 10. Years passed. You became the shepherd of alpine legend. One twilight a cable car arrived. A weary traveller stepped out, breath fogging, heart heavy. You met them with a living star. You're lighter than the last, you said. They smiled, eyes twin constellations. Behind, the stars grazed in perfect rhythm with the wind. The night remembers, the heart forgets, but the peaks keep both. And you, shepherd, guide the light. Thank you for grazing with pillow tails. If the stars carried you to sleep, sweet dreams, like subscribe, and let the fold return tomorrow. Good night.